friends. Aloha. Welcome. Welcome. Thanks for jamming with me as we call in the Reiki energy. It is here. Thank you for being here, everybody. Welcome. Aloha. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good day. Where are you? You are here in Hawaii with me where it's raining, and this is day 10 of the 30 days of Reiki 30. Already on day 10. Oh my goodness, it's going by faster and faster now. So what's going on here? My intention is to gift you a taste of the healing frequencies of Reiki energy, answer your questions, so please ask me your questions, and offer you an opportunity to see if you resonate with Reiki and want to go deeper. As here, friends, we're going deep, but we're only scratching the surface. The depth is infinite, is eternal, is beautiful. It's a great mystery here. So what else is going on? What else do you need to know? I have all my announcements written down today because I'm realizing there's so many things I want to share with you. And if I don't write them down, I won't share them. And they're all important. So item number 1, who am I? I'm Taylor Norris. I am a Usui Holy Fire 3 Karuna Reiki Master. And I teach Reiki classes online. And I give private one-on-one Reiki sessions online. Friends, I'm an Aquarian healer. I love the airwaves. I love the distant healing, the distant connection. I love using technology to be a vessel, a vehicle, a transmitter of healing energies, healing frequencies. There's a lot of concern these days about, this many G's and that many G's and EMF and all of this. And, I myself went down that rabbit hole at one time also and was very concerned. And I feel that a part of my activism is actually showing up online and sharing and blasting the EMF, these, human-created EMF and also the EMF of the earth, blasting that with Reiki energy to help those two EMFs, harmonize with ours as well, because we're electrical beings as well. So I'm truly an Aquarian healer. Actually, I was talking to someone yesterday. I prefer distant healing. I prefer distant classes. It's really, really, really cool. It's really deep. It's really powerful. It's very intuition opening, extrasensory opening, I think, to be sharing energy this way and connecting with people and really, lighting up the grid of the world, far and wide, worldwide. So I really appreciate each and every one of you who tunes into these. And, if you're feeling healing here, one thing you could do to help me out is to share this. Share this with someone who needs some healing energy, who needs upliftment, maybe needs some inspiration, some hope. Please, share this, tag me, and, I will share more love with you as well. Other things I want to tell you about, I teach Reiki 1 and 2, and I'm teaching that class in November online, Saturday, November 6th, Sunday, November 7th, and it's right after a new moon in Scorpio at 12 degrees. It's going to be intense new moon. New moons are all about new beginnings. It's a great time to learn something new, to seed some new intentions, some things maybe you want to call into your life, qualities you want to cultivate, whatever it is you're needing, healing you want to start or deepen or begin a new cycle. New moons are a sort of portal like that we get, 13 times every year. And, I've been inspired to really schedule my Reiki classes, my offerings around that, and take advantage of that potent time, that potent natural cycle that's there for us. I'm also teaching Reiki Master Friday, December 3rd, Saturday, December 4th, and Sunday, December 5th. Let me see if I can put the link to the class here. Yes! Okay, that's the link to That's the link to Reiki 1 and 2. I just pinned that one. Y'all can check that out. I'm teaching Reiki Master, as I said, in December. And that is appropriate if you've had Reiki 1 and 2 already for 6 months. It's a massive upgrade, y'all. Like, I don't know how to, like, kind of dance around the issue, but, like, it really is a massive upgrade. It introduces very high frequency energies. And also, you know, the class is 3 days, and on that Saturday, the second day, there is a total solar eclipse at 12 degrees Sagittarius. Sagittarius ruled by Jupiter. Super expansive, super spiritual, super philosophical, deep interconnectedness of the entire universe kind of energy. So that's going to be like a really, really fun class. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, again, it's happening not only at a new moon, again, new beginnings, great time to seed intention, but at a solar eclipse. And solar eclipse, this is affecting us for the next 6 months. New moons, it's really, you know, a bit more concentrated for the cycle of the moon, the 28 days. But when we have eclipses, they're affecting us more like 6 months. And so it's a really, really powerful time to become a Reiki master. I also want to mention, you know, my lineage is Usui Holy Fire 3. And for those of you who might have Reiki from a different lineage, I encourage you to still take my classes. You know, I encourage you to even, you know, book a session. I do private one-on-one sessions and experience the energy for yourself, because many of my students in my last class, they were attuned in a different lineage. And so this was their first time experiencing a holy fire attunement, which is called a placement. And, you know, they could tell a difference, you know, saying it was more powerful, it was stronger, it was like full body, it was like, whoa. And yeah, so it really makes a difference. And one thing also, I'm just, you know, Reiki classes are different than other classes, other maybe spiritual classes or healing modality type classes, where you are being attuned to an energy, you are receiving a frequency recalibration, you know, a frequency adjustment, where you're giving your permission, saying yes, and receiving directly from the source of Reiki, directly to you, not through me, but to you. You're saying yes, I will be a vessel for Reiki energy. I would like to channel Reiki energy and see what that's all about. So there's that part of the class is an attunement, and in and of itself, y'all, like, that's so healing. You know, even if you never want to give a Reiki session to someone else, it can be a deeply healing experience for yourself. It can be a deeply spiritual awakening experience for yourself. Again, we're doing it on new moon, so it's going to be like super. And yeah, so there's the Reiki placements, which again, the energy is going directly to you. Other lineages is coming through the teacher and then to you. So there's like a mediator, and those attunements are traditionally given like hands-on, physically. Holy Fire, there is no mediator. You know, I'm there, I'm calling it in, and then it's going straight to you. So like my energy, my ego, whatever my personal problems might be, my limitations I haven't quite, you know, completely worked through, those are not going to degrade the quality and the quantity of the Reiki energy that you will directly receive. And in addition to those attunements, you know, there's very practical tools, techniques, information, history, philosophy, fun talks. We talk about cool stuff. So, and you learn practical, very practical. How do I use Reiki? How do I use it on myself? How do I give a session to someone else? All of these kinds of things. And you get a super organized manual too, which is very, very helpful. And again, the feedback I've gotten is that compared to other classes, other lineages, this is a very organized lineage, very organized class. And I mean, I really love that as a student, as a perpetual student myself. I love to be very organized and have, really as much information as possible, and, good high quality references as well. And the manual is very nice like that. I was actually given a Reiki session to another Reiki master recently, and I used my master manual to perform for her a spirit release, and she was like, wow, that's a nice manual, like, that's, wow, this technique is really cool, like, this is, wow, this is so organized, this is so good. And I'm like, yeah, this is holy fire, this is like, you want to take a class with me, because it's really nice to have that earthy, like, organization and practicality, and also have these very advanced spiritual techniques, these healing techniques, all laid out in very clear, like, systematic, linear way, in a nice linear structure for you to then go, super interdimensional, circular, like, non-linear, right? Yeah, it's nice to have that balance of, structure, and then being able to, the structure is facilitating that, kind of a blast off situation. So that's a lot of fun. What else did I want to say? Yes, I offer the private sessions. Those are really fun too. Been incorporating some astrology in those lately, and that's been very helpful and fun. And then also, you want to support me and share this energy with others. Share this to your stories, wherever you want to share it, email it, whatever. I don't care, just share it. And you can also buy a badge too. That's something I've been, offering here. You can buy a badge, make a little donation. It helps me keep doing this work, and supports me in, continuing my education and being a better channel to show up more fully in my life purpose, in loving service to you. So those are pretty much all of the announcements, I believe. And one last announcement. I have a very heavy bowl of crystals here for us to enjoy. These are all the purple ones and the blue ones from my pile over there. And that's in honor of, like, the energy I really want to share and talk about today. It is acting predominantly on throat and third eye and crown chakra. And those are, blue, purple, white colors. I also have my other blue crystal friends here. They're here supporting us. Here to give some good vibes. Yeah, some throat chakra support. We've also got my the throat chakra incense burning in the little furnace there, and that's this awesome company, Aroma Fume. They gave me this box of incense to try, because I burn incense, y'all, constantly. I have very sensitive nose. I have, like, an extra sensory nose. I'm very sensitive to smell, and as a result, I like to always be clearing, making good smells, like, on my body and also in my space. And this incense is really nice. All these people, y'all know, if y'all follow me, like, I'm very health conscious. I'm raw vegan. I'm doing yoga every day. I'm really, I'm doing detoxification and cleansing of my vessel all the time. And people were like, burning incense isn't good. Like, it's got a lot of smoke and you're inhaling the fumes. This is smokeless, y'all. Smokeless incense. I didn't even realize it, and then I was reading about it. I was like, oh, yeah, it totally is. And that's so much nicer to not be breathing in that smoke. And on that topic, here's a fun little anecdote. So I'm on the Big Island of Hawaii, and guess what happened yesterday? Our volcano here, Kilauea, started erupting again. Yeah, she's alive. She's active. And actually, the night before, I was feeling like these really intense earthquakes, and like she was talking to me, telling me, I'm about to let one rip here. And I'm not sure if these were like actual earthquakes or me just perceiving like energetically her activity. I don't know. But yeah, she definitely started erupting yesterday, and it's all contained within her caldera, within her crater, the main crater there, and it's really beautiful. She's got these like lava fountains going, and I'm keeping my eye on it, but I think it's a beautiful reflection of this Uranus and Taurus for those of you who might follow astrology. And Uranus is the planet of like surprises and sudden changes and like restless, and we're gonna shake things up. And Taurus has everything to do with like the earth, and so having Uranus, this planet of like, we're shaking it up, like it's a signature combination for a lot of volcanoes and earthquakes and activities. And y'all, in the next few days, what's crazy is we're approaching a planetary movement where this Uranus and Taurus is like very extreme. Like Uranus is about to go from going retrograde, going backwards, to going forwards through space-time. And it's going to be making an exact square with Saturn and Aquarius. And y'all know, if you know planets like Uranus, it's way far out there, it's really big. Saturn, it's way far out there, it's really big. And when those two planets come into a square, that's like really going to be activating. So I'm not surprised at all to hear the timing of this, that she's becoming active as we move into this exactitude of that astrological aspect. And any kind of astrological aspect, they're stronger when when it's exact, when it's precise, and we're coming into that. So and this is a manifestation too of like the energy right now. Yeah, oh my God, I laugh because it's like it's so strong, it's so intense. I know a lot of us are feeling it, and I was talking yesterday about dark nights of the soul and spiritual bypassing, and how if you're really becoming aware of your dark night of the soul, then chances are good you are not spiritually bypassing. Good job. You're rolling with the intensity and being there and facing what's coming up as things are literally being unearthed, as we're having all these volcanoes go off and earthquakes and other strange things happening on the earth, as Earth gives birth to new Earth. And humans also, we're rising and raising our consciousness to be cultivating more of a unity consciousness, more of a unification consciousness, more of a Christ consciousness, more of this new Earth, like unconditional love consciousness. And we're having a lot of growing pains now, and it seems like the next 6 months are going to be pretty intense. So this is a wonderful time to learn Reiki, to use Reiki, to have a session, to enjoy some energy healing, to help you calibrate and harmonize with these energies that are so strong and so powerful right now. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. We got the water pump going really loud, and it's raining. Yeah, this is like one of the themes in my lives and my videos, is like there's always, when I'm shooting in Hawaii, like there's always some kind of crazy background noise. Hopefully it's not too bad. Y'all can still hear me okay. If y'all have any questions about Reiki, please drop them in the chat. I would love to answer your questions. You can always DM me. Also, I don't know what you don't know. I know so much about Reiki, and it's like only this much. So like your questions help me know what to me it's like duh, right? It's like wildly apparent. But to someone who's new to Reiki, it's like, well, I don't understand that, and that's great. The energy that we're gonna be going into and cultivating today is from Karuna Reiki. It is from this level of Reiki. It's a master level Reiki that is something you take after Reiki Master. It's like your next step, your next level. And it's something that was created by my teacher, William Lee Rand, and I had the pleasure of like taking that class from him directly. And it's something that I'm qualified to teach now too, so I will be teaching it in the future. I'm very excited about that. And you know, day 10, we'll be going into actually the fifth energetic signature of this Karuna Reiki, and it's called Gnosa. And it's beautiful, you know. To me, it's like a cosmic fan. It's a cosmic fan. It really works with the air elemental and the mind, the mental space. It can, of course, be helpful with emotional and physical and very spiritual, but to me it's like mind. It's really working on the mind very profoundly. I'm working with the air element very profoundly. And so it's very helpful for moving energy. It's helpful for clearing out blocks, clearing out all the detritus and the debris and the clutter and cobwebs that get stored in our mind, get stored in our energy field, that get stored in our body. It's very, very helpful for cultivating clarity, mental clarity in particular. I mean, how nice is that right now? To have mental clarity, to have this clear seeing, this clairvoyant ability that is not necessarily seeing cool auras and shapes and colors and energy, but it's an ability to see clearly what is, an ability to see, to discern. It's an ability to see the love in everything. You know, this to me is the real meaning of what clairvoyant, clear seeing is. All the other stuff is kind of like, you know, fancy extra bonus, but to see clearly is to see the love that is. To see the love that is. Clear seeing. Yes. So I think Gnosa really helps with this tremendously, and it's also, because it's working with the air element like a fan, it's helping to kind of dry up any excess moisture, any excess water. And you know, what is water? Water can be feelings, right? This emotional scape, this intense emotionality, even stuck emotions. It can help move them through. Not that we're trying to get rid of or repress or suppress or deny or distract from emotions, but to help them move through. And Gnosa I see as doing this very much as one of her beautiful functions. What are some other observations? Let me look at my sheet here, my cheat sheet. So yeah, it also connects the higher self with the lower self. Again, kind of going on this theme of embodied spirituality, not just like, oh, my higher self is this thing that's like out in space and like it's so cool, I astral project to see it. No, it's like bringing the higher self into the body and uniting the higher self with the lower self. So really what I see this as doing is like having the ego be in service to the soul, helping the ego be in service to the soul, helping the ego get over itself enough so that it can like get busy doing the soul mission and stop like distracting and messing things up and self-sabotaging and all these other things that the ego does. Not destroying the ego, we still need the ego to be in bodies, but cultivating those refined qualities so that the ego can get its act together to do the work of the soul. And the soul is driving the ship. The ego is like the servant. You know, it's like master servant, ego, little servant. Okay, I'll do that. And soul, master. And they're together in the body, in the physicality, together, united, in good communication. That's another thing that this symbol, this energy, this frequency does, is that it helps with communication, not only, me talking to you, like you talking to your loved ones, that kind of thing, but communication between the ego and the soul. So ego's in its right place, and soul again is steering the wheel, is taking charge there. Facilitating communication too with guides and non-physical beings and fun stuff like that. But also helping with our day-to-day communications with each other, which, I mean, come on, like we really, humanity needs help with this. Please help. We could all use, I think, a bit more instruction in healthy communication where we're not like letting ourselves be walked all over, but also, communication that's not aggressive, communication that's non-violent, communication that's compassionate, and win, I win, you win, let's find a solution that's mutually beneficial. So Gnosa helps with this a whole lot. It improves learning ability, learning new things mentally, learning, I think, enacting like new patterns too, learning new patterns, learning healthier ways to do things, learning even with the body too, physical things, flow arts, how to manipulate a hula hoop in space or dance or whatever you're into. It can help with that. And it also increases creativity. Yes, it does. Very much so. Again, like when we clear out the cobwebs of the mind, when we clear out all this noise, this chatter, this nonsense, and stop giving our power and our energy over and away to, what the powers that be like want us to be thinking about and obsessing about, and different forms of fear programming that we're all in this process of like shedding and detoxing from. When this space is created, then it's like finally the creativity can happen, and it also requires taking a break from consuming all of that, and as my sign back there says, which you can't see, it says hold space, holding space for yourself. And Gnosa creates space for the creativity to be there. And the air element also is a very beautiful, helpful element for moving us to create. So those are some of the things. And I also want to say, like, all of these symbols too, by the way, all of these energies, I've had my various ways of testing them and seeing how they function. And maybe I'll talk more about that in a webinar or something, like a more private gathering. But I just want to say that when I say that these symbols and these energies do these things, like, they do. I've seen them do them. And that's been a really cool experience in and of itself to, like this symbol, to draw this symbol amongst a group of people and see and feel and perceive and smell and hear and just viscerally experience the energy of this frequency go into the air and be embodied and felt and expressed with different people in their unique ways, and in the overall atmosphere. It's very cool, y'all. I'm gonna have to create something where I can share more about that, because it's coming to be time to talk more about all of that fun stuff, this whole other rabbit hole that I went down that I'm still in, but yeah, it's a different chapter. So any questions about Gnosa or Reiki or anything, your spiritual journey, your process right now, spiritual bypassing, dark night of the soul, I feel more and more people are going to be having dark nights of the soul in the next 6 months, and that's good. Yeah, that's good. That's like what we're supposed to be doing. Like, this is positive. This needs to happen. Like, we cannot continue forward as we've been doing. Like, everything needs to change. Everything is changing. We're definitely working with this really big death, rebirth energy right now. And, we're all, I think, feeling that at an individual level, but it's manifesting in the collective, on the world stage as well. So, with that said, unless there are questions, I will continue into the next portion of this show here today, the 30 Days of Reiki show, episode 10. We will continue on with a Reiki invocation, a Reiki guided meditation. And I will say this too, like, they're all on my IGTV. They're all on at Joyful Raw Life, IGTV. There's a place where you can see all the posts. There's a place where you can see reels. I only have one, and it's like not that good, so don't look at that. And then there's a place where you can see IGTV and lives and stuff, and you can go back and watch all of them there. And there's also, I have a highlight reel where it'll, I think, connect you with all of these lives, because each one, it's funny, like, my intention to gift you a taste of the healing frequencies of Reiki energy, and how this is manifesting is I'm actually giving a different frequency, and by giving I mean channeling a different frequency of Reiki in each of these lives in this series. So there's something a little different in each one, really and truly so. But today we will work with Gnosa. So go ahead and take a comfortable seat. You can be sitting in a meditation posture. You can have your back up against a chair, supported, unsupported. You can also lay down and get just like super comfortable and melty. And be in a position where you're going to be comfortable for the next however many minutes. And if you're driving, you can listen to this, let the energy wash over you, or you can also come back to this later, because we do tend to go quite deep in these invocations. I never really know how deep or where we're going. I'm just here allowing the energy to come through, and so take some deep breaths now, relaxing yourself. Turn your awareness inward and turn your awareness to your body, your body breathing. Turn your awareness to your heart beating. Become aware of the breath moving through your body, through all the parts of your body, coming in through the nose, into the mouth, down the throat, into the lungs, into the belly. Breathe deeply here. Breathe in this life force energy, this prana, this ki, this chi, this energy that's always available to you. Breathe it in. This is the nourishment of the divine, from the divine, for the divine you. And breathe in now, noticing as the chi, the ki, the prana, the life force energy is transmuting and transforming into Reiki, into this divine healing light into the frequency of Gnosa, Gnosa, Gnosa. Breathe in now, this air, this frequency, this energy, and allow it to be in your body. Allow it to be around your body, refreshing your energy field, refreshing your aura, and gently yet powerfully blowing out anything that's less than love in your aura. Just gently blowing the sun out. Anything that doesn't belong in your aura, in your energy field, in the space around your body. Gnosa is here, it's introducing this beautiful, refreshing breeze, blowing out anything that's not needed, inviting it to go into the light to be healed. Go where it needs to go. Where it can be transmuted into the higher, where it can be transformed into a higher frequency. Whether this is a thought form or an emotion stuck in your field, or something that's about to become a physical illness, something that's maybe already become a physical illness. Anything that's not belonging, Gnosa is there, is blowing it out. Any entity, any energy attachments, these dense layers of cultural conditioning, these dense layers of social programming, these dense layers of fear, of falsity, of delusion, illusion, denial, misinformation, distraction. Gnosa's there working on it, and the power of air, the power of the holy breeze to work through this density is quite something to behold. Thank you, Gnosa, for offering this to us, just really clearing and cleansing and refreshing our energy field, refreshing this space around our body that's really needing some refreshment right now, especially those of us who can't or are not currently spending the time that we may need to spend in nature, enjoying other forms of elemental refreshment. Thank you, Gnosa, for giving us this service. And at the same time now, breathe in deeply, and allow this energy, this Gnosa, to be inside your body, and really working on the throat chakra, on the voice, on the vocal cords, on the neck, on the collarbones, on the high heart even, and the heart, and regulating this flow of energy upward and outward. Gnosa is enlightening and giving presence to your creativity, to your compassionate communication, to your voice, to your authentic expression of your truth. Gnosa is here, and your throat chakra is healing anything that's needing healing on a physical level, on a structural level, on a particle level, on a solid level. And it's also, Gnosa is doing the work on the level of energy and subtlety. It's refining and reflecting and rejuvenating and refreshing and bathing the throat. reactivating the beautiful blue light of the throat in all directions, shining out your throat, shining out in all directions, and the energy here is being processed very nicely. This conduit from what's happening inside to what you're able to share on the outside. This is working well. This is being reopened and right at the right calibration too. Not too open, not too closed, just right. Thank you, Gnosa. And Gnosa is moving on now. She's there in your third eye and your pineal gland and the center of your brain, and she is at work here blowing out everything that is not serving the health and the integrity of the brain. She's blowing the smoke out. She's blowing out what does not belong. These patterns too. She's working on the pathways in the brain and helping the organic rewiring of these pathways so that healthier pathways can form, healthy habits can form, healthy thought patterns can form, healthy brain and mental functioning can happen. Your intuition is activated, is here, is available to you, your higher instincts, your higher knowing, your access to divine knowledge, to the collective consciousness, the collective unconscious, the Akashic records, the knowledge and wisdom of all that is across time and space. This access to you, Gnosa is unlocking it. She's unlocking it for you. And she's making it more available to you than ever before. And she's inviting you to go there. She's inviting you to cultivate your intuition, to cultivate your higher knowing, to cultivate your exploration of your inner landscape, your inner resources, and any so-called outer means of bringing in knowledge that's awakening these inner resources, to lean into that, to embrace that, to go there. She's making a lot of space there for you in your mind. A lot of space. And in this space there is peace, there is peace, there is love. There's even some joy and some humor. Some humor there too, this ability to be light even in the darkest of times, the darkest of nights, to share a laugh in your belly, in your body, even when things are really hard. And Gnosa now is moving in your crown chakra, and she's blowing out any kind of debris, any particles, any she's creating kind of like volcano eruption happening out of your crown of anything that's not serving, anything that's a little bit dark, a little bit heavy, anything that's blocking, is obstructing, is clouding your connection to divine thought, to divine guidance, to divine knowledge, to hearing the voice of your soul, to hearing and experiencing and perceiving and allowing the divine to be in your thoughts, allowing the divine to be in your words, allowing the divine to be in your actions. Gnosa is really helping to clear out this connection so that it is just a clear channel there. There's not blocks and debris and cobwebs and particles there. Any and all forms of energy there that would otherwise be, interfering with this connection. Gnosa is there, and she's doing a lot of good there. She's really working to blow everything out and again be creating space, creating circulation, creating movement. And Gnosa is really creating this space and circulation and this healthy integration, this healthy interconnectedness and dialogue and communication between all of the cells and tissues and organ systems and all the parts of the body. All the parts of the body really communicating with each other in a clear and effective way. Gnosa is doing this for a whole body, whole energy field communication being there. And so breathe into the space that is now available to you. Enjoy the space that's now available to you. Enjoy and bless this clarity, this clear seeing that's available to you, this clairvoyance and all of your clair senses being activated, whether it is clairvoyance or clear utilization of any and all of the senses, clear knowing, clear thinking, clear hearing, clear smelling, clear tasting, feeling it where in your body and how you perceive clarity, allowing this to become really, really strong and really, really empowered, and blessing that you notice it, blessing that you honor it, blessing that you strengthen and cultivate this innate ability, this innate capacity that you have, your clarity, your ability to be clear, your ability to discern, your ability to discern truth and know your truth and express your truth and create from your truth this higher truth, not an egoic truth, but a soul truth, a divine truth. Allow this great light, this great spacious light of truth into your body, into every cell and every space of your body. This truth, your access to this truth, your truth, the truth. This is within you. This is alive and awake and present and available and accessible within you. It is yours. It is ours. It is here. It's now. Gnosa, 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 thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for showing us the embodied feeling and experience of what it means to be clear, what it means to be spacious, what it means to be filled with your light, our light, the light of the divine, the light of creation, and to renew and refresh our connection to this light of creation Thank you for reminding us of our true nature, our true capacity. Thank you for reminding us the truth of pure consciousness, what we are, what all is. Thank you to all the beings, physical and non-physical, all the frequencies, all the energies, physical, non-physical, otherwise, that are offering their love, their unconditional love, their holy love to all of us in this healing, in this experience we are co-creating together. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. Aho, amen, namaste, and so it is. As a child of God, I claim my power and purpose as a servant of God. I demand that all darkness leave me and all who are present immediately. Into the light be healed. Into the light be healed. Into the light be healed. I ask that Archangel Michael place me and all who are present in his blue bubble of protection against all darkness. Thank you. Namaste. Namaste, friends. You may continue with this experience for as long as you like. The energy is still very much there. The space is there. I hope you are feeling the amount of space and calmness and peace that I'm feeling right now. This is quite delightful. Again, I remind you, if you're feeling the healing, you can help me out and share this in your stories or wherever. Tag me. If you're interested and you want to go deeper, please check out my one-on-one Reiki sessions and my Reiki classes. The links to all of that are in my bio. And you're always welcome to DM me or comment below with any of your questions, and I'd be happy to answer your questions about Reiki, about spirituality, live on the next 30 days of Reiki 30. Tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, God willing, I will be back and we will be talking about the next frequency of Karuna Reiki energy. So I'll be looking forward to that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you, for being a part of this awakening, for being a part of this new earth that we are co-creating with Mother Earth, with each other, and with all of these beautiful energies, of the divine. So, much love. Shine on. Shine on.